Hello, this is TurboDog702 for the Castlevania Symphony of the Night Any Percent tutorial. In this section, I'll be covering some of the small optimizations that you can do for the first part of the entrance when you gain control of Alucard up to the death skip. In this section, we will be discussing how you can use jump slashes in order to keep your momentum moving forward rather than just turning and slashing. We'll also discuss how you can use a double slash on a jumping attack in order to break the rock tunnel more efficiently. And that'll be pretty much it. There's not too much that you can do inside of these first few times in order to gain some time, but we'll go over it. So jumping into the game. We are Alucard at the beginning. So as I was saying, one of the things that you can do is instead of turning and slashing wargs, you can turn, jump, and slash, and use like a downward slash if you want to. You can use the downward slash because it comes out much faster than the horizontal slash. This isn't as big of a deal with the Alucard sword since it's so quick, but it's worth noting. So basically for that, we shield dash up, jump slash, shield dash, jump slash, shield dash, jump slash. Once we get to the zombies, we can do the same thing. We can jump slash those. As you get more familiar with the zombie patterns, you can also start to shield dash inside that room. I mentioned inside of the beginner's tutorial that you should try to take your time once you get to the zombie section to make sure you don't kill too many zombies. Make sure that you also don't get hit that many times because that can waste time. But once you get used to the patterns, you can shield dash inside of there and use jump slashes to your advantage. Once we get to this room, I'm actually going to make a save state in case this doesn't work out immediately. I mentioned that there's the rock tunnel. We're going to kill these bats to get them out of the way here. Normally you would not want to level up. The rock tunnel, as I mentioned, takes 2 slashes in order to break. But actually, you can hit twice with a single jump slash if you time it correctly, which I'm going to cover in an advanced tactics addendum, along with some other things probably. However, this can be a little bit difficult. It's not that big a deal if you don't get it. It only saves a tiny amount of frames. But I figure it's worth noting if you're really trying to squeeze every ounce out of this run. So I'm going to give it a couple attempts to try to have it happen. Okay, that time I did not. I jumped and I slashed and it only hit once. I'd have to hit it another time in order to break it. On the other side, you can actually do jump slashes as well to make this break faster. Standing slashes are roughly the same speed though, so it's really up to you on what you want to do. So we're going to load that again and see if we can get this to happen. So we go forward, we jump, and we slash, and we didn't get it that time either. Let's see if we can get it. Man, this is being really difficult. You can tell immediately just from this how inconsistent this trick is, and that's why I wouldn't recommend it for most people. Or at least hopefully you can tell how inconsistent this is. But anyway, you can just know that you can use your jumping slash to be able to hit twice on this rock tunnel. You can also just use a jump slash to use your first attack on it. But that's that room. That's a small optimization. You can see how difficult it is, but it is possible to do it. For this room, the optimizations are much the same. You just backdash into these wargs and give them jumping attacks so that you keep your forward momentum. And then that's pretty much it. You get up to the death skip, and you can go ahead and do that as you will. There's a small optimization you can actually do with the turkey stairs as well. That optimization is really minor as well. What you can do is you can basically break the stairs while you're luring the warg. So you go like this. You jump over him, he starts to turn around, you break those and come back, and then you don't lose any time. Like, you don't lose time breaking the stairway, but that's pretty much it for this. So that'll do it for the optimizations for the entrance part. I will add addendums if I feel that they are necessary, but that's most of it for this. It's a very straightforward part of the run. This is TurboDog702 for the Castlevania Symphony of the Night Any% tutorial.